everybody. Thank you guys so much for joining me. Um, so today is technically September 19th. It's the night of the 18th, but it's after midnight. Per my usual, I'm recording late at night, and I just wanted to talk about something. So I look at my page and I see there's some guy who wanted to argue with me on my YouTube page and make rude comments about how I'm unattractive and I can't get a quote unquote provider, not even a high value man, but a provider. And to me, a provider, okay, if a high value man is a man who is six figures or higher, $100,000 or more a year or higher, give or take a few thousand, but that's something along those lines or higher. I don't require that, nor does my child. And I know we don't require that because I'm, fairly savvy on what things cost. I was in a long-term relationship with someone where we lived together, and, I went over his finances and everything. So the long and the short of it is that a man doesn't have to make $100,000 a year or more where I'm from to be a provider. Okay. Now, as far as how I feel about the whole being a provider thing, I do want a provider, and I had one. I want another one since he and I are no longer together. And I had stated that, without going into great detail, women are known to improve the quality and the quantity of the lives of our partners. Okay? That's just fact. Go argue with somebody else. Okay, that is a well-documented fact that men who are partnered with women tend to, and I don't know what the statistics are for men who are partnered with women. I'm just saying what men who are partnered with women versus not partnered with anyone live longer and tend to have happier lives. Okay, happier, more fulfilled lives. Okay. So, I say all this to say, so yes, baby, we are the prize. And you doing something that you would do regardless of whether you're with me or not is not asking too much. Whereas if I'm with a man, I'm going to be doing things specifically that I would not need to do if I were not with that man. Okay? As I joked in a previous video, I have electricity. I'm not missing any meals. I'm okay. So if I never get married, oh well, it is what it is, okay? But I'm just saying, or I should say, if I never partner up with a man, it is what it is. But if I do partner with a man, it is important to me that he is a provider. And I'm not materialistic. Well, that's not true. But when I say I'm not materialistic, what I mean is that I'm not requiring a guy to be a so-called high value man in the the money sense or something, that he has to make a ton of money. Just someone who is able to comfortably sustain me and my child. Okay, again, hope that makes sense. And the whole thing about my looks, okay. Yeah. You can feel any way you want to about my physical appearance. There are Hollywood stars that are considered to be beautiful, have made people's 50 most beautiful, or is it 100 most beautiful? Anyway, made their list of so beautiful. Oh my gosh, this person's so gorgeous. And I don't think so. They're not my cup of tea. And that's because looks are subjective. You can feel any way you want to about me. I'm currently on a weight loss journey. I can say from personal experience, when I lose a significant amount of weight, I become more attractive to men. And I'm very honest about my situation. There are women who are bigger than me, and in my personal opinion, not as pretty as I am, and not that I think I'm the baddest bitch or anything. I like how I look and I don't like how I look. I go back and forth with my appearance. Overall, I feel like I'm a pretty girl with way too much weight on me. That's my opinion of myself, okay? Based off of my life experiences. But regardless, I've seen women who, in my opinion, are less pretty than I am and bigger than me who are pulling in guys, okay? With me, I'm a shy person. I don't go out very much. I'm not an outgoing human being. I'm not like the kind of girl who's going out there making eye contact with guys and stuff. So I give men very little to work with. So that's why I get hit on very rarely. Don't get me wrong. If I were more attractive, regardless, my personality could be the exact same, okay? And I would get hit on more. That's true. But a part of why I personally don't get hit on very much is because I don't put myself in positions to get hit on. In fact, I've been kind of wanting to like challenge myself to start being more flirtatious with men, or flirtatious, period, because I'm not flirtatious at all with guys. But I have also decided I'm just not in a place where I really want to invite that into my life right now. It's just so many other things I have on my plate, including this channel, that it's like, in one sense, there's a frustration and I get lonely and I miss affection and all that kind of stuff. But in another sense, overall, I know that this is my time to be with my child and with myself and work on me so that I get the best deal possible when I do put myself out there. I hope that makes sense. But again, like I said in one of my other videos, most recent videos, do not let a man tell you what you can and cannot get. I mean, for real, okay? It's ridiculous. You know, just because that person doesn't want you, which is perfectly fine, doesn't mean that no one wants you. You know, I have been hit on as a very big woman. My deal is like where I am right now, which is around the 300-pound range, which I'm going to talk about that in another video. But where I am at right now, I am not getting hit on very often. But like even 20 pounds down, I would get hit on more. You know what I mean? And certainly like 30, 40 pounds. Oh my gosh. You know, I've literally been followed down the fucking street in a vehicle by guys. So, you know, go play with somebody else, okay? That's all I'm saying. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. I appreciate it. Take care. Bye.